now. Okay, brilliant. Hello everyone. How are we? How are we feeling? If you're here, I can see about 3 or 4 of you have already arrived. If you want to write in the chat and say hi to me so I know who you are, that would be great. I'm Charlie, the elemental yoga teacher at MoreYoga, and part of the MoreMind team. So we're putting on mental health courses and other different things that you can do to help tackle your mental health and your physical and emotional health. So welcome back. I'm just going to move this a little bit because it looks a little bit weird. Can you just give me a second? Okay. Seems like that is a little bit better. Okay, we should be all right. So, those of you that don't know me, welcome back, or welcome for the first time. It's a little bit cold, so I've got socks on. Get comfortable, grab some pillows that you can sit on to raise your hips. If your knees are quite high in a cross-legged position, you always want to have a couple of pillows to raise your hips. Or you can sit on your heels with your knees bent. So, welcome, Charlie, that's me. I'm a mental health therapist and a yoga teacher and a yoga therapy teacher. So I say this every time, for those of you that have come a few times, yoga therapy is about applying the therapeutic benefits of yoga to our mind and our bodies. So it's not just using yoga, it applies the principles of psychology, of neuroscience, of acupressure, other kind of Western and Eastern medicines, all combined into also using the medium of yoga. So in these group classes, often yoga therapy is done one-to-one. I try to just give you some tools about the different postures and the different breathing exercises that you can do to help build a different resilience in your practice and in your mental and emotional mind. So nice to meet you all. We move through the 5 elements in my classes. So we do earth, water, fire, air, and then spirit or space. You can call it either. What I've done now for 10 weeks is I've moved up through all 5 of those. And I'd like us to start merging the elements so we get more into like a deeper mental health side of things, and trying to understand more about kind of going with the flow and finding what works for you as an individual and what you're facing. So today's class we're going to be combining the earth and the water element. So earth is the root element, it's the base, it's the part that holds and protects us. It's our center, it's how we build and create boundaries for ourselves. It's what we need when we feel a little bit chaotic or out of balance. We need to kind of come back to the basics and come back to the earth energy. So I'm just giving you an overview, so if you're new, just take a seat and listen in, and we're going to start breathing in a minute. And then, so it's all about holding and protecting. The water element is about surrendering, and it's kind of our feminine energy. It's the second of the elements. It's in water's stillness. It teaches us about reflection and adapting. In elements of water, which is connected to the season of winter, it teaches us to trust, and to trust that things get better again when we go into a darker, sort of deeper state. We've just gone through the elemental equinox, which is where light and day are of equal length all around the world. So in the elemental world, that has quite a big symbol. It has quite a big trigger where we've just moved out of this exuberant summer energy, which even if you're not into elemental or the kind of philosophical sides of yoga, you can probably relate to that kind of playful energy that you feel in the sun and in the summer months. And then that kind of more introverted energy as we start to go through a change in seasons into autumn. So today's class is a bit about that level of reflection and teaching us to trust. Lots is changing. There's obviously talk of the circuit breaker potentially for London with things rising at the moment. In cases we don't know whether we can, people are in quarantine, people are self-isolating. So whatever it is out there that you're facing, then my heart is with you, and I know that it's a difficult time. And so be pleased and congratulate yourself for coming to a class like this, because each little bit helps you to find a tiny little sense of normality and a tiny little sense of balance. So that's what I'm going to say today. We're going to come through our meditation and then into our breathing practice, and then into our yummy yoga movement. So get comfortable if you're not already. And I'm going to invite you to do a bit of a mudra in your meditation if you like. So your 3 last fingers, so they're going to interlace, and then your index fingers are going to come together, and your thumb is going to come together. So you kind of get this little sort of long diamond shape. And you're just going to place it in front of like your womb, or where there's space between your feet and your belly, but so that you can relax the back of your wrists kind of on your hip joints, or if you're up like this, then just allow your shoulders to soften and find a comfortable space for your hands. Now lower your gaze for me so that you're looking down at the floor in front of you. And we can keep the eyes open for a little while if you want to, or you can close them down. And let's just take a moment to let everything catch up with what we're doing. So let's let the body soften. Try to find a stillness. So try and reserve any urge to move. So just find that really nice, soft, still position. And then when you're ready, close down your eyes. And if you're not familiar, or you're very new to meditation or mindfulness, don't worry, don't overthink it. Just really simply try to stay still and try to keep your eyes closed. And even just these few moments without that external stimulation can help to calm the mind. So taking you through a little bit of a mindfulness visualization, I want you to tune into the nature that you have around you nearby. So even if you're in a city, I want you to take your mind out through the windows, out through the streets, just taking in the ground, the sky, and just knowing that underneath all this chatter, all these buildings and these different places that we live in, there is this earth. There's this sky above us and this ground beneath us. All of it holding and protecting us. This non-judgmental nature. I want you to think about your center. Like, what does your center mean to you? What makes you feel safe and nourished? What gives you self-satisfaction? When do you feel you're at home? Allow yourself to come into that interconnectedness, into your own personal comfortable boundaries. And we layer on top of that this moving into this water energy, where we know we have this grounding center somewhere underneath us, this feeling of home. When we move into more of our feminine sort of healing energy, whether we're a male or a female, we have that feminine energy, as we do have masculine as well. And that water element is kind of our determination, our willpower, what gets us through the day. Water energy kind of tests us a little bit. It's that shapeshifter. Thinking about when you see a really calm day and there's just a stream softly running, or when it's pouring it down, or when the heavens open and there's a big thunderstorm. There's this huge spectrum in water. So there's so much for us to learn from our energy in water. This stillness, like I said, teaches us reflection. And in winter, this water energy teaches us to trust. So I want you to just think before we come into our breathing practice. Try to stay still. Try to keep the eyes closed. I want you to just think and remind yourself that no matter what's going on for you right now, and how difficult things may or may not be, what makes you feel at home? What is your center? What are the things in your life that help you keep within your boundaries? And then more of a reminder or a reflection that we will get through this. Trust in the process. Now starting to take your awareness to your breath. Your breath is likely natural, or maybe you've started to regulate it. I want you to start to breathe softly in and out through your nose. Really softly in and out through your nose. Guide yourself through it. Eyes closed. You're just using your mind to focus on that air coming in and out of the body. Now I'd like you to take your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your belly with your eyes still closed. And as your breath moves in and out through your nose, I want you to try to let your belly fill up with air as you breathe in. And softly decompress as you breathe out. And allow your mind to just get connected, to just lock onto this movement of the right hand over the belly for a few breaths. It coming in and out. Bit by bit. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Keep your eyes closed, or try to, and just relax your hands back into your lap. A little bit more into the breath, so into a water and earth breathing. I would like you to take a nice slow breath in through the nose and let the belly puff out, so a full belly breath. And then I'd like you to open the mouth but purse the lips and slowly exhale through pursed lips. Full breath in through the nose, belly expands. A slow breath out through pursed lips. Three more, big breath in through the belly. Slow breath out. Again. Slow breath out. Again. Slow breath out. Good. Deep breath in through the nose. Through the nose, exhale. Very good, everyone. Bring your hands to prayer at the heart center. Just, if you'd like to, give yourself something. I'd like you to gift yourself something, a feeling, an emotion, whatever that might be. Good. Okay, softly opening the eyes. I'd like you to come to lie down on your backs with your knees bent. So just have your head at the back of your mat. And just have your knees bent with your feet on the floor. Have your hands either by the sides or on your belly, and then just walk your feet to about as wide as your mat, or maybe a little bit narrower. And you're going to windscreen wipe your legs from left to right. So you just drop your knees down and then up and over to the other side. So you're just swinging the legs, waking up the hips. The hips is connected to the water element, but most of the water element is connected to the bladder and the kidneys. So we're going to be getting a lot into the back. Keep moving as I'm talking you through this. So knees up and over to each side. The earth element is quite a lot about the legs, so it's drawing energy up. We do a lot of activation in the big toes to help stimulate the stomach and the spleen energies. Good, okay. From here, lift your knees back up to the center, walk your feet into hip distance, and just pick up your tailbone, lengthen out your tailbone, and then press your lower back into the floor. Have your heels close to your bum. We're going to take a bridge, so have your hands down by the side, so near the ankles. Push the palms into the floor. Push your shoulders into the ground. Feel this activation all the way down the back. Push your big toes into the floor, and as you breathe in, push and peel your hips to the sky. As you exhale, hold it. Activate your glutes, your heels, your big toes, your hands. Hold it, inhale. Hold it, exhale. Good, again, breathing in. Breathing out. One more hold on the inhale. And then exhale, tilt the pelvis as you peel down to the floor. Good. Now bring your knees, float your feet up, so you're kind of in an upside down chair. But you want your heels not too close to your bum, so you kind of need to work to keep your heels in line with your knees. Then interlace your fingers and take them behind the crown of the head, and then just relax the head back down. Some of you will be able to push the elbows into the floor, others, your elbows are going to be up. Try and keep your feet flexed. You even just holding this position can work your core. This is our spinal rebalancing. So you're going to take your knees about 3-4 inches to the right. Breathe in. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to center. Good. Keep going in your own time. So you inhale one way. You exhale back to center. You inhale the other way. And then you exhale back to center. Some of you might be able to go further with the knees, so more like 45 degrees down. And yes, one of the hips will lift. That's fine. Just focus on trying to push the elbows towards the floor. Keep going. Remember, the exhale is as you peel the knees back to the center. When you do come back to the center, try to squeeze your lower back into the ground. So when you're from one side, you try and push the lower back down. 2 more sets. So just 2 more goes, sorry. Last one. And release. Good. Extend your legs up to the ceiling, so straight legs. Relax your arms back down by the side. Push your palms down and then flex your feet. Feel that really nice activation down the back of the hamstrings. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold it here. So this meridian line of the bladder goes all the way down the back of the leg. So we're trying to stretch out that hamstring, just like we do in a downward dog or a forward fold. Keep those feet flexed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Cross the ankles and then just bring the feet back down to the floor. Good. And then reach your arms above your head. Your ankles are crossed. Inhale. Take a big stretch up through the body. Exhale. Bring them back down. The arms over onto the belly. Extend the legs back up to the ceiling. Inhale. Uncross the ankles and flex your feet. Exhale. And then cross the opposite way with the ankles. Bring the feet back down to the floor. And then one more time, stretch the arms up above the head. Nice big stretch through the sides of the body. And then exhale, come back. Good. You're just going to roll to one side and push yourselves up. So just roll to one side, push yourself up, and then come to your table at the top of your mat. So hands and knees. Good. Hands and knees, hands shoulder distance, fingers really nicely widespread. Nice starfish fingers. We're going to take some nice soft cat-cows. So slowly ripple the belly down as you pull the shoulders back and look up. And then exhale, squeeze the belly in and look through the inner thighs. Inhale, ripple the belly down, shoulders back, head looks up last. And then exhale, start with the belly, not the head. So pull the belly in, ripple through the middle back, upper back, and then look. Good. Slow yourself down. Inhale, tailbone first. Middle back, shoulders, head, so the head is always last. Inhale, tailbone in, Middle back, puff out those shoulders, look through the thighs. 2 more, inhale, pelvis tilt. Middle back, shoulders, head. Exhale, tailbone, belly button, shoulders, head. 1 more, inhale, tailbone, middle back, pull the shoulders, look up. And then exhale, tailbone, belly button, shoulders, and head. Good. And then come to your table and hold it. From here, you're just going to come towards the back of your mat. So just walk further to the back of your mat and then just separate your knees like a tiny inch or 2 slightly wider. Then sit your bum onto your heels and reach your arms to the sky. Breathe in. Hold your arms up there, breathe out. Good. We're going to come through a fluid movement in water now. So inhale, reach the arms up as you lift your hips up. And then exhale, dive down to a cobra. So your hands come down, you sweep the shoulders and the chest down, and then inhale, you lift the head and the heart. Exhale, you pull the belly in first. You arch the back and then you slide to the back of the mat with the hands, and then inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, lift and lower. Inhale, cobra, relax the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, slide the hands back. Inhale, arch the arms up, lift the hips. Exhale, take it down, sweep through. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, pull belly button in, suck the arms back. Repeat, inhale, arms up. Lift those hips. Exhale, dive down, slink to the floor. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, squeeze it in and back. 3 more. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, squeeze the belly in. Inhale, arms up. Get lost in the movement. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull back. Last one for me. Inhale, arms up. You can do it. Exhale, dive down through to cobra. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, pull it back to child's pose. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then come through to your table. You're just going to bash out the backs of the feet. So just trying to bring your hands into the floor. You're going to bash the tops of the feet into the mat. I'm not going to do it because it could be quite loud for my neighbours, but you do the same. Bash out the feet as much as you can. So the shins, the tops of the feet onto the mat. Makes lots of noise. Really trying to activate that energy of that area. Keep it going. 1 more. Good, and release. Okay, hands to the top of the mat roughly. Tuck your toes, first downward dog. Peel those hips to the sky and then settle into your downward dog. Do what you need to do here, so bend the knees, one then the other. Maybe wiggle the hips. Maybe lift the ankles or the heels up and down to get comfortable. Just take a few wiggles in your downward dog. Remember, this is also your practice in yoga. Take a full breath in for me. And a full breath out through the mouth. 1 more in your downward dog. And exhale. Good. Inhale, look forward. And then walk yourself to the top of the mat in a wide-legged forward fold. So feet at hip distance or maybe even wider. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Let the backs of the hamstrings open. Now really try and push your big toes into the ground, so activation of the feet. Soften the belly. Head is heavy, so try not to look at the floor. You should be looking through the knees ideally. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, slowly come to standing. Peel up through the spine, bit by bit. Good. All right, we're going to take a mountain pose, which is earth. Feet hip distance. Hands by the sides, push the shoulders out, so pull the shoulder blades together and push the thumbs out, so the right to the right, the left to the left, so you're pushing the pinky finger forward. Then pull the shoulder blades together, ground through the big toes. This should be active. You should feel your quad muscles and your thigh muscles really pulling up. You should activate your glute muscles. Hold it here. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe out. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up and try and lift up onto your tiptoes. And then exhale, come back down with the arms and the heels. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. Good. Try and squeeze everything in. Inhale, lift the heels and the arms. Exhale, lower the heels and the arms. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. We're going to take a chair pose. So sweep the arms back as you sit the hips down and you float the arms to the sky. You want the weight into the heels and you want the knees further back than the toes. Nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Good. Again. Good. Take a forward fold. Relax everything down, hips to the sky, head to the floor. Nice big breath in and out. Good. Slowly come up to standing in 3, in 2, in 1. Hands to hips. Step your left foot back in 2 or 1 steps to the back of the mat and take a nice deep lunge in this front leg. Kick off your back foot, so lift up that back heel and dive deeper into that front leg. Squeeze and activate your left glute. Ground and push your right big toe into the floor. Good. We're going to open to warrior 2. So we open to the left, we pull the back heel in and down, we bend into our strong legs, and then you can keep the hands here or you can open to full warrior 2. Activate this back foot. Slow and steady in an elemental. You should be gaining the heat and the work in the muscles through these activation points rather than through rushing through the practice. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. So lift the right arm to the sky and the left arm to the back of the leg. Open your chest, but keep your bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You're going to windmill the arms to the floor. So the right hand comes down to the outside edge of the foot and the left hand comes down to the inside edge. Twist onto the toes of the back foot. Drop the back knee. Reach the arms to the sky. Push the hips forward. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, hold it. Inhale, come down. You're going to find a high plank. So you have to pick up the back knee and then in your own way, get that right foot back and hold your high plank. Breathing in. Exhale, downward dog, hips to the sky. Good. Hold it here for 1 breath. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Good. Coming into the water element, 3-legged dog. So sweep the right leg to the sky. Now you're going to open the hip, so you bend the right foot to the left bum cheek. So the right leg is now bent. You're trying to keep a nice straight left leg and a right knee which is reaching as high as possible. I know some people can get a little bit of cramp here. So if possible, just, if that's happening to you, push your right knee more towards the floor. So you can then practice opening your hip up and down, up and down. Others you can just hold your right knee up. This is a challenge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Bring your right leg back down to downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, open the mouth. Inhale, look forward. And then walk your feet to the top of the mat and take a forward fold. Nice full breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly come to standing. Good. Take 1 breath in your mountain, hands by the sides. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Hands to hips. You're going to step your right leg back, either in 1 step or 2 steps. Then again, kick off that back foot, so lift that back heel and then bend deeper into the left leg. Activate your right glute and push your left big toe into the floor. Often we forget the left foot, that's how we lose our balance. Breathing in. Breathing out. Warrior 2, so we open to the right, back heel in and down. Don't let this left knee drop to the right. Push it out to the left. Deepen that bend, activate your right foot. And then if you want to, you can open the arms. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Reverse the warrior, flip the front hand, lift the left arm to the sky, keeping the bend in the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill the arms down. Left arm down to the left. Right arm down under the shoulder. Twist onto the toes of the back foot. Drop the knees. Sweep the arms to the sky. Push the hips forward. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Good. Find that high plank in your own way. So right hand down if you want to. Just easier way if you struggle to get to plank is then from here with the left arm up. Take the left knee back and then place the hands down and lift into plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward dog for me, hips to the sky. One breath in. One breath out. Left leg to the sky, full breath in, sweep and float it up. Good, bend that left foot to the right bum cheek, left knee to the sky. So you're opening the hip, really big hip stretch this one. Remember if it's too intense, keep the left knee by bringing it in to the right leg and then opening it out. In and out, or you hold it. Try and flex your toes of the left foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward dog. Left foot down, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Walk your feet to the top of the mat and take a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in, forward fold. Exhale, peel up to standing. Good, we're going to take a long hold in Warrior Two for the earth element. Roll your shoulders up and back. Exhale. Hands to hips, left leg. Step it all the way back. Come to Warrior Two on the left with the right leg forward. Good. Make sure your right knee is in line with your ankle or further back, not further forward. Activate this back leg. So don't let this back leg fall off or fall out. You need to activate your left toes and engage your left glute. Push your right knee out towards the right. Arms want to be parallel. Don't reach forward. Try and keep shoulders in line with your hips. Parallel to the floor, the arms. And then lock your gaze. Use the focus of our eyesight. Another element of yoga to really tap into. Try not to look around or bounce up and down. Stay still. You can do it. Find a stillness. Look through your middle right finger and hold it for me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. One more. Hands to hips. Twist into lunge, so you just twist the left foot to face the front, so you lift the back heel. Then step to the top of the mat in one, in two. Feet hip distance. Other side, right leg steps to the back of your mat. Open to Warrior Two. Good. Ground this back right foot. Activate this right leg and right glute. Make sure again this left knee is not further forward than the toe. It's in line with the knee or further back. Make sure you're pushing your left knee out to the left. Open your arms. You don't want your shoulders kind of pushing forward. You want your shoulders facing the right. Arms parallel. Look through the left middle finger. Grip the floor with the feet. Tune into your breath. Focus. Really, really focus. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to hips. You could do it twist to lunge, lift that back heel, and then step to the top of the mat. Reach the arms to the sky. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, dive down to a forward fold. Good. Let's take our first and only halfway lift. So hands to shins. Inhale, peel and look forward. And then exhale, fold head back to forward fold. Good. You're going to come to lie on your belly. So bend the knees and bring your hands to the floor and step your feet to a high plank. And then just drop your knees and lower yourself flat to the floor. Coming into our Shalabhasana, so into our back stretches. So you want your ankles together. So you kind of got one leg instead of two. And you want your toes to be touching, and then you can drop your heels out to the sides. So internally rotate your legs. You're going to reach your hands out in front of you to the top of your mat, so in front of your mat with your palms facing down. Then you want to look down and you want your forehead on the floor. And then you're going to activate your glutes and the tops of your feet. Kind of activate the tops of your thighs. And then as you inhale, lift your arms, your head and your chest. Exhale, take it down. Forehead to floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it down. Good. Keep your head and your hands on the floor. Reach it out in front of you. This time you're going to try and lift just your legs. Inhale, lift up your legs. Exhale, take them down. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, take them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Try to keep your big toes touching. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good, relax. So just take one ear to the floor. Maybe bring your arms in a little bit bent. Just take a little rest with one cheek on the floor or on the tops of the hands. Maybe roll the hips side to side. Nice big breath. Good. All right, take your hands back out in front of you, palms facing down. We're going to lift everything together now. So inhale, lift the hands, the arms, everything is lifting up. Exhale, take it down. Here, you might need to separate the big toes, so you can kind of spread the feet a bit wider if you need to. Try not to bend the legs though. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Hold it. You can do it. Hold it. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Just rest on the other ear. And just take a 2 breath rest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, and then just push back to a child's pose. And then lift up your torso so you're just sitting at the back of your mat on your heels. You're going to come to sit on your bum. So just swing around and then walk your bum into the center of your mat. So just shuffle forward into the center. Good. You're going to come to lie on your back, and we're going to come back to that upside down staff pose, so legs in the air. So lower your back down to the floor. Take your hands by your sides, lengthen out your neck, so tuck your chin, and then tilt your tailbone so you can try and flatten your lower back into the floor. Now as you activate your hands into the mat, lift your right leg up to the sky and flex through your right foot. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Good, take it down. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, hold it. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, hold. Both legs to the sky. Inhale, flex and lift. Exhale, hold. Good, you've got 4 breaths, you can do this. So you should really have the legs activated here. They might even be starting to shake. You kind of want that because you're getting as much energy as possible draining down. You should feel your glute med, so the outside of your glute area, really strong. So you've got those feet flexed, the glutes active, breathing in, breathing out. 1 more. Good. Bend your knees, take your feet to the floor, heels by your fingertips. Coming back to bridge, so inhale, push your feet and hands into the floor and peel your hips to the sky. Hold it, inhale. Hold it, exhale. Good. Ground your heels, your big toes, your hands. Try and not let your bum sink down, so you want to be really pushing your glutes nice and squeezed. Let your knees not drop together or out wide. You want your knees above your ankles. Tap into that energy, that center energy. Knowing that you're trusting in the process, you're moving your body, you're activating different energy parts, you're breathing, You're short-circuiting your parasympathetic nervous system, so just trust and be proud in what you're doing. Coming down for me. Squeeze your knees into your chest, take a little hug. So just let your knees be bent, your arms around your legs, and just swing from side to side. And then I'd like you to come to your Shavasana for me. We've got time, so just stay with it. This is the best bit. Just straighten out your legs. Let your feet drop out to the sides. Let your hands drop out to the sides. Your palms facing up. And then take a full breath in. Let the whole belly expand. And then exhale out through the mouth. One more full breath in. Exhale out for me. Good. Really let the whole body soften. Close down your eyes. Let your body be still. Try and let any last minute fidgets, movements, let them all out of your body. Let your glutes be relaxed, your belly be soft. And just remember that you are where you need to be. You have everything that you need to have. Sometimes a harsh, very unfamiliar reality, but deep down we do have all the tools that we need to get us through these difficult times. And remember that everything, like our mood, other people's moods, the seasons, the weather, your personality, your mental health, your physical being, the way you look on the outside, the way you feel on the inside, all of that, every single part of that is on a spectrum. Every single part of that is never the same always. We cannot always be in a state of calm or always be this confident individual, always be living in summer. It doesn't work like that. Life is all just about navigating through this constant fluctuation. So don't give yourselves a hard time, you're probably nailing it. Bring yourself and your mind into what that means to be in your center, to remain within your boundaries, to feel connected to yourself. And remember, sometimes it's worth tapping into that water energy, that honesty, that surrendering, that trusting in the process. Okay, when you're ready, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And rolling to one side and pushing yourselves up. With your eyes half closed, come to a seated position or some form of comfortable position, and then I invite you to close back down your eyes. And let's bring our hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra, together at the heart space. Come back to that gift, that thing that you tried to give yourself, and just remember, or actually manifest and believe that that thing, that feeling, or whatever it was you've already given to yourself, you already have, and feel that. It's something that you possess. You own that sensation. Big breath in, last one together. Open the mouth wherever you are, who cares, make some sound. Good. Bowing the head, bowing the shoulders. Namaste, everyone. Well done. Happy Thursday. Can you believe it's already Thursday? It feels like Monday to me. Nice to meet you all if you are new. I'm Charlie. You will find me via deeptide.co.uk, which is my mental health business, or deep.tide if you're on social media. I'm running a couple of courses, as I always say, and I always run this class, so you're welcome to come more often, and hopefully see you at some of the events that I'm running. I hope you enjoyed. You can put it in the chat if you were here, and if not, I'll see you at somewhere in some space. Who knows, one day I might see your faces. Lots of love and happy Thursday.